I'm Dr. Marla Shapiro. I'm a past president of the North American Menopause Society, and I'm thrilled to have Dr. Isaac Schiff here with me today. He is the Joe Vincent Meigs Distinguished Professor of Gynecology at Harvard Medical School, Chief Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology Emeritus, the Women's Care Division at Mass General Hospital, and in addition, he served as Editor-in-Chief of the journal Menopause, which is the signature journal of the North American Menopause Society since its inception. I'm going to talk about the journal. When did the journal start?
The journal started in 1994, and the basis for the journal was that the North American Menopause Society is now 30 years old. It started as a multidisciplinary group in order to learn all about menopause and being able to help women through that time. And the first few meetings were so successful that it was thought we should have a journal to serve as a repository for all the information so that it was one stop. A person could go and read the journal and learn about nursing care, learn about basic research, and learn about the clinical care besides the pathophysiology.
So when we first had the inception of the journal to now, I mean, how many years old is the journal now?
The journal is now 26 years old.
So 2018 was a hallmark year for the journal. And how was it celebrated?
Oh, it was celebrated in many ways. For the 25th, our silver anniversary, we invited the leaders in their respective fields, that is, in 12 different fields, we invited the leaders to describe what changes took place in their field over the past 25 years.
Fantastic historical perspective.
So it came from the people who actually changed the field. In addition, in November, we had a group that selected the most impactful paper of each of the first 25 years, so that the November 2018 issue had 25 articles, the most impactful one of each year of our first 25 years.
So impossible to have made those choices.
Very difficult. I'm glad I wasn't the one who had to do so.
You just have to oversee it all.
Yes.
So what's changed since the inception, and when you look back at the early days when it first started and where we are now?
Well, when we first started, we were coming out 4 times a year. Now it's 12 times a year. But it's really been the changes, the digital changes that have taken place. We have gone from a journal that was published in print and sent to our readership every month. Now we've gone all digital. In addition to going all digital, something new that we're adding, and that is videos, embedded videos.
Right, so that is new this year. Talk to me about that. I think it's such a wonderful idea.
Yes, we think so too. In the past, all you had an idea about the authors was what they wrote. We've now given the authors a chance. They have to do it in under 5 minutes to give us a video description of their paper. They could add in nuances that usually get lost in the written word. In this way, the author becomes more familiar with the reader, and the reader becomes more familiar with the author, so that at a national meeting of NAMS, a reader will feel comfortable to go over to the author and say, I saw you in that video.
Right.
We also have a collection of the videos on the home page of Menopause.
And that could be accessed by going to
Menopause, to the home page.
the journal page itself.
Correct.
And there you can log in.
Yes.
And take a look at it. So in order to get the journal, how do you get the journal? How do you subscribe to the journal?
Well, if you become a member of the North American Menopause Society, the subscription to the journal is automatic. On the other hand, some people just subscribe to the journal and don't become a member of the society.
So where do you see the journal going? What's the direction now? What's going to be new and continuing to be new and exciting?
Well, one of the things is that social media is now introducing itself into the journal Menopause, and we're embracing it. We have over 1,300 people who follow us on Twitter. This gives us a chance to have the articles be made better known to the people who follow us on Twitter. Those who don't subscribe to the journal or who are not members of the society, they will have access to the abstracts of the article. Those who are members of the society or have subscribed to the journal, they'll get the full article. And in this way, we're just becoming better known to people who are interested in the subject of menopause.
And not to get you to toot your own horn, but I will. When we look at journals that are comparable, where does this journal stand in terms of citations and its presence in terms of this type of information in women's health?
Well, in the journals that are considered obstetrics and gynecology, for this past year, we were number 12 in terms of our impact, which we're very proud of because we have articles from many different disciplines that don't include OBGYN, so they may not, for example, be cited as often. We have articles on anthropology, we have basic science, it's not all clinical. And on the other hand, we do have invited reviews.
So it really does reflect, I think, the flavor of the organization itself. That is really that we are a multidiscipline group of practitioners who are all passionate about women's healthcare, and that transitions in the journal itself where you see it being so multidisciplinary as well.
Yes, and when we accept articles or we publish articles, we don't do it because it might be widely publicized. We do it because it's the right thing to do for our different constituencies to feel that the journal Menopause is where they could get all the information that's necessary for them to know. I want to add one thing, if I may.
Yes.
Although you're interviewing me and I'm the editor, this is a work that takes a village. We depend on authors to submit articles to us. We depend on the good will of the reviewers who spend a great deal of time reviewing them, including yourself. We depend on an editorial board, and we have a markedly devoted group of people in the editorial office who meet with me every single day and who are totally committed to making sure that menopause could be the best it could be.
Well, I think it's reflected in the readership and the diversity of the articles, and we say to you, a job well done, keep on doing it.
Thank you.
Thank you.